What's going on, guys? Will Walker here, and today I'm working on this cherry shaker dresser for a client. But real quick, while I'm in the middle of that build, I want to talk to you about my newest favorite video light. This is the Soonwell SW-18TD. It's an 18 by 24 inch LED panel. It's flexible and it's bicolor. It goes from 3000 Kelvin all the way up to 5600 Kelvin, which is considered daylight balanced. So right now I'm shooting on this light at 100%. At 5600 Kelvin, and it's remarkably soft. The company asked me if I wanted to try out this light, and I said sure. I didn't know exactly what to expect. I thought it was going to be kind of a harsh light, but I'm really super impressed with how soft this light actually is. And to be honest, real quick, I'm going to change this light out for the LED panel that I was using before. So this LED panel is a 6x9, also bicolor, 3000 Kelvin up to 5600. And you can just see how much more light output and how much stronger it was. So I actually have to move this light closer to me. So I actually had to move this light much closer to me to get a similar light output just from here. And you can see how much softer the Soonwell is than this one. Now, that's not a fair comparison because every good photographer or videographer should know the larger the light source, the softer the light. So comparatively, this is a very small light source. This is 6 inches by 9 inches versus 18 inches by 24 inches. That's 18 by 24. So the other light is 3 times larger than this light. So I was blown away by. Hang on, I gotta change this light. Hang on. Okay, that's much better. So let's take a look at some footage shot in a real shop environment to kind of see what this looks like in real life. This video is going to be a little different than my usual. I've been working on a shaker dresser for a client, and I received this light about the same time I started the project. I'm going to do a little bit of woodworking and light review at the same time. Out of the box, there are 2 pieces, a zippered bag and a plastic bag. In the plastic bag is a reflector material and scrim sheet, and this is what makes up the soft box of the light. In the zippered bag comes the light rolled up, an AC adapter, an X bracket and mounting adapter, and the control panel along with some other Velcro bits and bobs. Setting everything up on a light stand was very straightforward, and attaching the soft box was easy and worked well. I've worked with various light softening apparatus in the past, and some are just downright frustrating to put together. This one was fairly simple and attaches with Velcro and seems to adhere fairly well. I started to cut some half-blind dovetails in a case side with the light about 50% output camera right. In this shot, my hand is blocking the light from the camera, but there's still enough spill from the big light you can still see what's going on. And here, as I'm cleaning out the sockets for the tails, the highlights are soft and not blown out. It's a very pleasing light. Even more pleasing is how my dovetails fit. Next up, I'm milling some stock for drawer boxes. I've got the light set up quarter camera right. You can see the highlights on the dust collection flex pipe, the shadows on the black dust chute of the planer, and the mid-tones of the poplar are all balanced. I think this is just a good looking shot. And as I edge joint the poplar using the light to fill from camera right and balance the light from above the jointer, you can see the unlit parts of the frame while looking at the casework of the dresser to the left of the frame. And here I'm using the light as a key light while I rip the poplar stock to width. So something else I thought that was pretty cool about this light and others like it is it's got this X bracket on the back that's used for keeping it on a light stand. But if you kind of set that off to the side, it has these elastic tabs on the back that you can put in really shallow areas. So let's say that you had just not very much working space, where you didn't have space to set up a light stand, or if you had a dedicated kind of shooting space, you could set something up on a wall or something. I'm just using this door as an example because I think it's kind of a cool idea if you turn this on to be able to kind of aim this in different directions. So some gripes I have with this is this setup is pretty hefty. It's pretty big, so if you're kind of toting this around on the light stand, that you have this light on, this can add a lot of weight. So if you're using kind of a light duty light stand, you'll see it to start to kind of bend, and it's not as stable as it could be. So this does have an antenna, and I'm assuming that is to talk to one another. There is a channel button here, A through D channels, so if you had maybe 3 of these lights set up on channel A and 2 separate ones set up on channel B, and you wanted them to be within another color temperature, if you wanted A and B to be kind of A to be daylight balanced as your key light, and your B channel to be sort of a warmer accent light, you, I assume, would control it with this control panel, and these would talk to each other, but I wouldn't really know because this light didn't come with any sort of instruction manual, which I think is kind of a shortcoming when it comes to this light. It's totally light, totally thin, flexible. You can collapse it. They say it's waterproof, which is great, which I'm going to assume is great for a workshop environment, because if it's waterproof, that probably means it's dustproof as well. So, would I recommend the Soonwell SW-18TD? Yeah, I think it's a great light. I think it's like adding another window into your shop that you can put anywhere you want. It's big, it's beautiful, it's light. So the website does say that it supports V-mount batteries, which I didn't have any on hand, so I couldn't try out the longevity of the battery life of this setup. So if that's something that you're interested in, maybe doing more on-location shoots where you don't have access to power, I can't speak to that. But since I'm using this in a workshop environment where I should have power outlets readily available wherever I am in the shop, I think this works great. I absolutely love how this light makes my footage look. I think it's a great light. So if you are in the market for a new video light, something big, beautiful, a new key light, I will leave links in the description to Soonwell's website and their Amazon page, and affiliate links and all that jazz down below. Until next time, guys, I'm Will Walker. This is the William Walker Company Project channel. I'm going to get back to making that dresser, and hopefully that'll be one of my next videos. Thanks for watching.